I shall do it.
If this is what the Maker has planned for you, then I guess it's for the best. Your mother would have been pleased. Take care, my son. Be strong and wise. And, well, you know, we'll all miss you.
There you are. Nesyara, your betrothed has returned.
I'll be right there!
Thank you. For me, for Soris, for everything. I'll never be able to repay you. Well, I'll leave you two alone.
Thank you, Valora. What happens now? Your father said you're becoming a Grey Warden. You're leaving, aren't you? No, you won't. The Grey Wardens can't have wives or families. I guess we'll never know what might have been. Your friend is waiting. Be safe out there.
You took all the responsibility for what happened. You're amazing, you know that? You always do. They'll write legends about you someday. When the world was at its worst, there you came. Fire in your eyes, like something out of a storybook. I'll never forget that. I love you, cousin. Make us proud out there. Make her watch over you.
Maybe this will be for the best.
Are you ready to go? Good. Then we leave for Ostagar immediately. We will be traveling south through the hinterlands to the ruin of Ostagar, on the edges of the Korcari Wilds. The Tevinter Imperium built Ostagar long ago to prevent the Wilders from invading the northern lowlands. It's fitting we make our stand here, even if we face a different foe within that forest. The King's forces have clashed with the Darkspawn several times, but here is where the bulk of the Horde will show itself. There are only a few Grey Wardens within Ferelden at the moment, but all of us are here. This blight must be stopped, here and now. If it spreads to the north, Ferelden will fall.
Ho there, Duncan.
King Cailan. I didn't expect
a royal welcome? I was beginning to worry you'd miss all the fun.
Not if I could help it, Your Majesty.
Then I'll have the mighty Duncan at my side in battle after all. Glorious. The other wardens told me you'd found a promising recruit. I take it this is he?
Allow me to introduce you, Your Majesty.
There's no need to be so formal, Duncan. We'll be shedding blood together after all. Ho there, friend. Might I know your name? You've got yourself a lively one, Duncan. And I was beginning to think the Wardens were all stodgy priests. I see you're an elf, friend. From where do you hail? As do I. Though I've not been in the palace for some time. Do you come from the alienage? Tell me, how is it there? My guards all but forbid me going there. You... what?
Your Majesty, I would not have put it so bluntly. There are events in Denerim you should be aware of.
So it seems. I will hear more about this matter later. For now, we have a war to attend to. Allow me to be the first to welcome you to Ostagar. The Wardens will benefit greatly with you in their ranks.
I remind you that you speak to the King of Ferelden.
Don't worry, Duncan. You must both be eager to reach your tents. Have you any news before I go?
Your uncle sends his greetings and reminds you that Redcliffe forces could be here in less than a week.
Ha! Eamon just wants in on the glory. We've won 3 battles against these monsters, and tomorrow should be no different. I'm not even sure this is a true blight. There are plenty of Darkspawn on the field, but alas, we've seen no sign of an archdemon.
Disappointed, Your Majesty?
I'd hoped for a war like in the tales. A king riding with the fabled Grey Wardens against a tainted god. But I suppose this will have to do. I must go before Loghain sends out a search party. Farewell, Grey Wardens.
What the king said is true. They've won several battles against the Darkspawn here. Despite the victories so far, the Darkspawn horde grows larger with each passing day. By now, they look to outnumber us. I know there is an archdemon behind this, but I cannot ask the king to act solely on my feeling. Yes, we should proceed with the ritual. I agree. We have until nightfall to begin the ritual. Every recruit must go through a secret ritual we call the Joining in order to become a Grey Warden. The ritual is brief, but some preparation is required. We must begin soon. Feel free to explore the camp here as you wish. All I ask is that you do not leave it for the time being. There is another Grey Warden in the camp by the name of Alistair. When you're ready, seek him out and tell him it's time to summon the other recruits. Until then, I have business I must attend to. You may find me at the Grey Warden tent on the other side of this bridge, should you need to.
Hail, you must be the Grey Warden recruit that Dunk... This place hasn't seen such bustle in centuries, I'll wager. Need a hand getting anywhere? Good luck to you, then.
The mages must not be interrupted. Their spirits are in the Fade.
Greetings, young man. You are Duncan's newest recruit, are you not? He's not a man easily impressed. You should be proud. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Wynne, one of the mages summoned by the king. The Circle sent many. Mages have always helped in past blights. To defeat the Darkspawn, we have to work together. It's not an idea everyone seems able to grasp. Stragglers, yes. Not the vast horde the scouts speak of. I wonder, how much do you know of the connection between Darkspawn and the Fade? Anytime your spirit leaves your earthly body, whether it's to dream or to die, it's home to many spirits. Some, at least that's what the Chant of Light said. It is as good an explanation.
Death is no failure, my friends. Should it find you, you will not have failed your...
Welcome, young man. I am one of the Tranquil, my friend. I am of the Circle of Magi. But instead of casting spells and reading tomes, I spend my time enchanting. It is a time-consuming process, but invaluable. Enchantment provides the Circle its wealth. Certainly we would not get by on charity. It is the practice of the irony, perhaps, is that it is our very disconnect. Naturally, the great... Allow me to put it this way. Do you know why... Thus I was made tranquil. Perhaps we may speak...
So, any last wishes I can help fulfill?
You there, elf. Where's my armor? And why are you dressed so preposterously? What? Oh, you're the one who arrived with the Grey Warden. Please, forgive my rudeness. There are so many elves running about, and I've been waiting for... It's simply been so hectic. I never thought... Please, pardon my terrible manners. I am just the quartermaster, a simple man. No one special. Yes, of course, you're very right. Did you come for some supplies, perhaps? Let me know what you'd like.
Life is fleeting, you know. That pretty face could be decorating some dark... Well, you're not what I thought you'd be. Oh, me and Sir Knight were just betting on what the third recruit would be. Not an elf, yet here you are. The name's Daveth. It's about bloody time you came along. I was beginning to think they cooked this ritual up just for our benefit. Just to give us a good scare. No, they don't really seem the type. I happened to be sneaking around camp last night, see, and I heard a couple of Grey Wardens talking. So, I listened in for a bit. I'm thinking they plan to send us into the wilds. Cannibals, beasts, witches, and now Darkspawn. What isn't to be scared of? It's all too secretive for me. Makes my nose twitch. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Like we have a choice. You sound just like the bloody knight. Well, more power to you. Anyway, I expect it's time to get back to Duncan. That's where I'll be if you need me for anything.
How do you do?
In the name of Andraste, I bless you today. May you find favor in the Maker's eyes.
Huh. Someone finally comes and talks to the lone prisoner. I don't suppose you've come to sentence me. I don't suppose you have a bit of kindness in you. All I want is food and water. They haven't fed me since I was locked up and I'm starving. I'm a deserter. Or so they think. I bet there's no arguing them out of it, though. Armies are funny that way. I wasn't deserting. But when you catch someone sneaking around camp in the middle of the night, what else are you gonna think? Does it matter? All I want is a bit of food and water. Oh, I would have deserted eventually. Just not then. I was stealing, not sneaking out of the camp. I got one of those wizards drunk and took his key. It belongs to a chest they got here, full of magical treasures. In fact, I still have it. I can't use it from here, but I'd trade you for some food and water. I swallowed it, but it's come back into my possession since then, so to speak. What? But you can't do that! Ah, God!
What? What in Andraste's name did you do that for? Just because you're a Grey Warden doesn't give you the right to go and kill anyone you please. Explain yourself. I suppose you did it that. Fair enough. Well, no skin off my teeth. When they ask me why he's dead, that's what I'll tell them.
Very well. That course of action. Welcome, young man. Goodbye. That course of action is inadvisable.
Maker above, hear the prayers of your son.
This isn't good. I'd hate to waste such a promising member of the breed. Are you the new warden? I could use some help. I have medicine that might help, but I need...
Well done. Come to think of it, are you heading into the wilds anytime soon?
If you happen across it, I could use it.
We who betrayed your prophet Andraste now beg your forgiveness. Do not abandon us in our dark.
You found our tent, I see. Is there something you need? Do not wait.
Scourge of Shadow, watch over Ferelden, the homeland of Holy Andraste. Keep her people safe from the Darkspawn.
What is it?
What her Enough.
You know, one good thing about the Blight is how it brings people together.
It's like a party. We could all stand in a circle and hold hands. That would give the Darkspawn something to think about.
Wait, we haven't met, have we? I don't suppose you happen to be another mage. And that makes you Duncan's new recruit, I suppose. Glad to meet you. As the junior member of the Order, I'll be accompanying you when you prepare for the joining. Eager, are we? Anyhow, whenever you're ready, let's get back to Duncan. I imagine he's eager to get things started. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, lead on.
Soldiers of Ferelden, my sisters and gentlefolk, we
You found Alistair, did you? Good. I'll assume you're ready to begin preparations. Assuming, of course, that you're quite finished riling up mages, Alistair.
What?
She...
How'd you do?
And this, of course, is the recruit that Duncan said he was bringing.
Now then, since you're all here, we can begin. You four will be heading into the Korcari Wilds to perform 2 tasks. The first is to obtain 3 vials of Darkspawn blood, 1 for each recruit. Without a doubt, Darkspawn aren't renowned for their willingness to offer up their blood. There was once a Grey Warden archive in the wilds, abandoned long ago when we could no longer afford to maintain such remote outposts. It has recently come to our attention that some scrolls have been left behind, magically sealed to protect them. Alistair, I want you to retrieve these scrolls if you can. The scrolls contain treaties promising support, treaties that may prove valuable in the days to come. Watch over your charges, Alistair. Return quickly and safely.
We will.
Then may the Maker watch over your path. I will see you when you return.